Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
What better for a Tuesday evening than a little NBA action on 2K Sports? Tonight we'll see the Utah Jazz as they play against the New Orleans Pelicans here at their home, Smoothie King Center. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sideline, Allie LaForce. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Lauri Markkanen.
And he's been trending downward in terms of his average points per game. And a number of reasons can lead to this. But he needs to figure out how to get back on track.
The starters for Utah. We've got Keontae George, Jackson out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Sviatoslav Mikhailuk. And it's Kessler in at the center position. And for New Orleans, Murphy and Zion at the small and power forwards. Fears out there with Murray. And it's Misi in at the center position. Grant, two teams with very high hopes for the postseason. This should be a fantastic matchup.
You know, B.A., I've had this one circled on my calendar. Both sides have talent. They're exciting. You know, it's the kind of game that could come down to the last shot.
Pass to Fears. The three ball. Utah grabs a miss.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Now here's Kessler. 5 to shoot. Markkanen for 3. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson. To Fears. Gets an open look and hits it. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with James Borrego. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight. And he said, we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Back over to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And here's New Orleans now, following the 3 by Utah. It's Mikhailuk on the wing, defended by Murray, and stolen by Williamson. Here's Fears. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist.
And if he gets into the open court, Fears is going to fly. He knows an easy opportunity when he sees it.
Pass to Jackson. Back to George. Kessler a screen. Markkanen for 3. Misi grabs the board. For New Orleans, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Williamson outside. And here's Murray. Really played well against Orlando in his last game. Knocks it down from distance.
Locked in and ready to go. They put the ball in Zion's hands, and he fires.
Grant, how do you slow down Zion Williamson?
Oh, glad I didn't have to, B.A. Obviously, you've got to play him for the drive and keep him in front of you. And when he gets anywhere near the paint, you have to bring the help.
The offensive rebound. Mikhailuk, the pass to Markkanen. George for 3. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Williamson outside. Pass to Fears. Puts up a 3. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's George. 6 points for him. Utah moving the ball around. Three-pointer. Rebounded by New Orleans. Their last game, a win against the Magic. Looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, they really worked hard to find shots in that one. Some good play calls and energy on the offensive end.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
Here's Mikhailuk. The Pelicans getting their last shots to go.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The Pelicans lead by 3. Pass to Messi. Here's Murray. Back to Messi. Williamson, right side. Oh, Kessler with the block.
Boy, there is a reason this guy has led the league in blocks. Walker Kessler send it back.
Back to George. The 3 ball. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. To the middle. Here's Messi. The shot no good. Good D by Kessler. It's Mikhailuk on the wing. Pass to Markkanen. Beyond the arc. Kicks it to George. There's the triple. They grab their own miss. And finished off by Kessler.
Exactly what Kessler does off every miss. Go pursue the basketball and get the opportunity for a second chance.
Now Messi looking to end the run. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
George passes to Kessler. Here's Mikhailuk. Markkanen for 3. Messi grabs the board.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Here's Murray. Soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, the closer he gets, the deadlier Murray can be. He just enjoys working close in.
And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Trailing by 2. Pass to Jackson. Over Williamson. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. Here's Fears. And in that win against the Magic, he's another guy who really played well. Murray, no good. Markkanen with it. Pass to Kessler. George scanning the floor. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Outside Murray. Back to Williamson. Just 5 to shoot. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
So strong inside. Zion fighting through it all.
Jazz trail by 4. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
George's shot is off. The Pelicans have got 8 of 13 attempts to go. Pass to Williamson. Kessler with a rebound.
Oh, he missed a chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
George outside. And here's Jackson. To snap the cold streak. Messi grabs the board. Messi's got 4 rebounds in the game. Well, Grant, when Zion is doing what he does best, it changes everything for the Pels.
Yeah, he bends defenses and brings a force that few teams can answer. With him in rhythm, they're not just dangerous, they're different.
Pass to George. Now Jackson. Takes a 3. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
And you know, his team wants Jackson Jr. to keep taking these threes, knowing it'll help open up this offense even more.
So timeout called here. The first for New Orleans. Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Graham.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional definitely runs in the family.
For the Jazz, Sensabaugh comes in for Jaren Jackson Jr. And it's Collier in for Mikhailuk.
Substitution on the court.
They outside. Pass to Jones. The three is up. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
Here's Sensabaugh. Marking it outside. Utah moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. George, no good.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Here's Misi, and he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
Here's Collier. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Let's go with a 3. Another 3 for Utah.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Here's Williamson. Utah grabs the miss. Kessler's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going, keep working at it.
Collier, no good. New Orleans has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Oh, Kessler with the block.
Such a disruptive defender. Kessler, one of the best shot blockers this league has to offer.
Some changes for New Orleans. Jordan's checked in for Misi. Queen comes in for Zion Williamson. And Trey Murphy subbed in for Jones. Then for Utah, Nurkic is checked in for Kessler. Filipowski comes in for Markkanen. And Bailey subbed in for George. Now here's Murray. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game. Releases. And again, New Orleans, no good. An opportunity now to retake the lead.
Showing off their intensity these last few minutes.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's Bailey. 11 points for him last game against... And Nurkic throws it down.
Yeah, you can see the power game that Yusuf Nurkic has in his tool bag. That's a strong finish.
Here's Queen. Fires the 3, and the 3-pointer goes. 6 points for him. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Now here's Nurkic, covered by Jordan. Nurkic passes to Bailey from 13. The shot off that time.
This guy does not love to operate in the mid-range, and it showed right there.
Down low. Here's Filipowski, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this. Seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
So, at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Pelicans on top, up 1. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from New Orleans, what do you guys think?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Trey Murphy out there with Herb Jones. Then there's Sadiq Bey. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Queen in at the 4 spot. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Boy, the defense baits him into taking that shot. Sometimes I say there's a reason you're open.
For 3, Collier. No good on the shot. The Pelicans trail. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Trey Murphy didn't dunk in a game until he was a high school senior. It's crazy to think now with the length and the leaping ability he has. He said back then there were times where I'd have doubt or be a little stressed about my future. If I said I knew I'd end up here, I have been lying to you.
Back to Jones. 3-pointer. Shot that time, not on target. The Jazz have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Pass to Collier. Lets it go from deep. 3-pointer on the other end. Bailey, the pass to Nurkic. Here's Collier. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
To find a way to get back on track.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Let's get all our attention right there on center court. Here they go, the Pelicans High Squad. Attention, everybody in the building, on your feet. Here comes your Pelicans High Squad.
Checked in for New Orleans. Then for Utah, Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Filipowski. Mikhailuk comes in for Sensabaugh. And it's Keontae George in for Bailey. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Nurkic. Now here's George. Jackson for 3. And Fears pulls it down. And you look for
Blocker manning the middle. Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Jackson outside. To the inside. 5 on the clock. Here's Nurkic. Misses. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, I try to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
Now here's Murray for 3. Fears. Rebounded by Mikhailuk. Pass to George. Here's Collier. And he lobs it up, and Nurkic throws it down.
He doesn't have to go far to get above the rim. Yusuf Nurkic, easy work.
Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Outside Murray. Pass to Queen. Bay right side. Out left to the wing. Here's Queen, defended by Nurkic. And again, New Orleans, no good. Utah's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. The steal. Here's Queen. Murray scanning the floor. Bay outside. From behind the arc. Counted from distance. Bay's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, Bay knows his team needs this from him, and he's just finding ways to get productive at the arc.
George outside. Pass to Collier. The 3 is up. Doesn't go for him.
Well, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
For 3. Murray, no good. Jazz trail by 3. To the paint. Shot's good by Collier. Collier's got 5.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Fears. The 3. It's hauled in by Collier. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Now Bay, defended by Nurkic. Here's Queen. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Jazz trail by 3. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Put your hands together and show some love. That was your Pelican Breaker.
Change here. Williamson's checked in. Then for Utah, Kessler, he's checked in for Nurkic. And Lauri Markkanen subbed in for Collier. Now George. 14 points for him last game again.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
Kessler passes to Mikhailuk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Jackson. That 3's off the mark. Here's Fears. George defending. Ooh, nice D from George.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
Williamson passes to Queen, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
That's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Now here's Bay. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando. Pass to Queen from outside the arc. The rebound by Markkanen. Jazz trail by 5. Lots of stretch bigs in the league, Doris. Lauri Markkanen is one of the best at spacing the floor.
What we know, BA, is that sweet shooting bigs with the kind of size that Lauri has are an invaluable tool in the modern game. Lauri can balance that shooting with his off-the-bounce game. He is the prototypical desired big in the league today.
New Orleans leading by 3. Here's Fears. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. Murray from outside. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the middle. And finished off by Kessler.
Wow, Kessler punishing the rim on that finish.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? The Pelicans shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Williamson with a screen on George. Murray against George. Murray's shot is good. Murray's got 6 points.
And not letting the contact affect him at all. Give Murray credit for keeping his focus.
Williamson against Jackson. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
Just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
On the wing, Murray. George defending. And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
And finishing through contact, DeJounte Murray a chance to add another at the line.
The long-limbed 6'5" guard, Grant. Talk about what DeJounte Murray brings to the table.
Oh, man. Defense, defense, defense. I mean, he's led the league in steals, BA. And Murray is really good at disrupting the point of attack, making things hard on the opposing ball handler.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Messi comes in for Queen. And Trey Murphy subbed in for Bay. The free throw drops from Murray.
And DeJounte Murray is truly the complete package. He does a little of this and a little of that. Anything you need out there, he can make it happen.
And it's good for 2. Jackson's gotten 4 this quarter.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Outside Murray. Pass to Fears. Oh, and that one has the right spin on it. It's good. He's got 6.
Yeah, shooting clearly the #1 priority for Fears there. Showing some confidence in his J.
Back to George. Here's Mikhailuk. Knocks down the long J.
You know, you have to use the bounce pass in that instance to make the catch easier.
Outside Murray. Clock at 6. Rebounded by Mikhailuk. Mikhailuk's got 4 rebounds now. George outside. Markkanen outside. Pass to Jackson. Launches it. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Williamson passes to Murray. Here's Messi. Good D by Kessler.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Jackson outside. Markkanen finds George. Utah moving the ball around. Back to Jackson. Here's Mikhailuk. Shoots over Fears. The shot by Mikhailuk, no good. New Orleans in the lead. Pass to Williamson. 23 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Outside Murray. For 3, Fears. Rebound, Utah. Markkanen's got a rebound, number 5 here tonight. Here's George. And that's not going to go. misses at the buzzer. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Pelicans ahead. They're up by 1. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. I'm alongside Coach James Borrego. And, Coach, a nice effort so far. What's the key here in the second half, though?
Stay with our defense. That's the key. When we have our opportunities, push the pace. But we got to get stops, push it at them, and keeping a rhythm offensively at our point.
Defense leads to offense. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Hello, everybody. We all like close games, and tonight's matchup with the New Orleans Pelicans does not disappoint.
This is why so many teams are trying to play with pace. The defense just couldn't match up with them in the space. It's much harder to score in the half court.
Helps when you have the athletes they do as well. All right, guys, time to see what the fans are saying on social media. 5-Tool Mule wants to know, what's the best gift you've ever received?
I know what Kenny's is. Remember the Shaq in the Box?
Shaq, it said the best gift, not the worst. I can't even believe they even showed that on TV.
Oh, come on, Kenny. That was the most thoughtful gift you ever got.
I, for one, thought it was very nice, Shaq.
Thank you, Ernie.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
As we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You got to like what Keontae George has done in this one.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Utah trailing here. Kicking off the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. We've got Walker Kessler, Lauri Markkanen out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Keontae George, and it's Mikhailuk in at the 2. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Over to the wing, to the inside, Messi, and it's blocked by Kessler.
This guy is a constant threat on the defensive end. Send it back, Walker.
Outside Murray. Here's the 3.
Deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Mikhailuk. Here's Jackson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It'll be on Zion Williamson.
Man, great poise there from Jackson. He's getting crowded by the defender, but stays cool and takes the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And the growth of Jackson Jr. is downright scary, especially defensively. This guy has been upping his game, and no opponent is happy about that.
And so Jackson nails both of them.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Here's Messi. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. Williamson's got his 5th assist in this one. The Jazz shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Markkanen from long range. Messi grabs the board. The Pelicans have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Williamson. Easy work for Zion inside.
What a play by Zion. He's a big man with quick moves.
Here's Mikhailuk, covered by Williamson. Now here's Kessler. Inside. Here's Jackson. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
This is his second trip to the line in the game.
Jackson Jr. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Jackson. So Jackson nails both of them. The Pelicans have gotten 3 or 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Spears. He has 6. Pass to Williamson. Shot clock at 5. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And there's Spears on the assist by Williamson. Williamson's got 6 assists now in the game. Here's Mikhailuk. George a screen on Murray. And here's Jackson. Takes the 3. The Jazz again can't hit.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Pass to Messi. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Williamson. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Jaren Jackson Jr. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Pelicans, Zion Williamson. Shooting 1.
And the free throw, no good.
Even as much as we've seen him, we still marvel at the power of Zion around the basket. It's hard for a defender to deal with this kind of strength. Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots, still trying to get their legs under them.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought to the little things that it takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. EA, back to you.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie.
3. Yeah, Jackson Jr. does have this in his bag. The big man can punish you from range.
Here's Murray. Utah grabs the miss. Kessler's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to George. Fires for 3. The rebound by Murray. Murray's got 5 rebounds in the game. Now here's Williamson. Down low. Messi powered down after the assist and led him to the lane.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. chance to check out some stats for DeJounte Murray.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level scorer than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
And here's Kessler. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game.
Great effort on the glass by the big fella. Nice work.
Williamson looking around. Outside Murray. This one for 3. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist. Williamson's got 8 assists here tonight. Jazz trail by 11. George outside from the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
For 3.
George has got 14 points for the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Markkanen against Murray. Kessler a screen. He shoots. George's shot is off.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Markkanen against Williamson. Pass to Fears. 5 on the clock. Top of the key jumper, no good.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
You know, Grant, with the young Jeremiah Fears, the focus seems to be on his potential upside.
Yeah, he scores well, has a decent passing game, but there's room for more polish in other areas. As long as he works hard on developing, he'll reach that next level.
New Orleans calls timeout.
On your feet, make some noise. Put those hands together for your Pelicans dance team.
Checked in for New Orleans. And a switch here also for Utah. Collier, he's checked in for George. Williamson with it. He's got 11. Outside Murray. Unloads. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Murray's got 17.
They keep calling his number. Murray is still hot.
Here's Collier. 5 points in the game. Here's Jackson. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
On the wing, Murray. 17 points in the game. Inside, here's Misi. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
And he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both. Here's Collier. Jackson, left side. Misa. 6 on the shot clock. Fade away. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot, just didn't fall there.
Now Jackson from downtown. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Williamson inside. Defended by Jackson. Pass to Murray. Bay with a screen. Second chance effort. Murray, no good. Jazz trail by 4. Here's Collier. He's got 5. Jackson with a screen on Murray. Here's Mikhailuk. 4-3. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Outside Murray. Takes the 12-footer and hits it. Murray's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Well, you can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
Pass to Jackson. Utah moving the ball around. Markkanen with a screen on Murray. For 3, Collier. Misi grabs the board. And so it's Bay who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. They've led by as many as 11. Out of bounds, it'll be Utah's ball. All right, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and see the teams who have been dominating the board since the All-Star break. In third, the Pelicans.
Incredible rebounding numbers since the break. They've put in a lot of effort on the glass.
Some changes for New Orleans. Queen comes in for Misi, and Herbert Jones is subbed in for Murray. Then for Utah, Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Kessler. Sensabaugh comes in for Jaren Jackson Jr. And Bailey subbed in for Mikhailuk. Now here's Markkanen. He's scoreless. Pass to Collier for the tie. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Williamson against Markkanen. Out of bounds. It'll be Jazz ball. And here are the Jazz. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Bailey. Markkanen sets a screen. Shot clock at 6. The Jazz again can't hit.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. He's got to work for better looks.
Williamson outside. Outside Jones. From deep. No luck on that one. Jazz trail by 3. Pass to Collier for the tie. The shot won't fall.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1-3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2.
Basket counts.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Jordan's checked in for New Orleans. Fears comes in for Jones. Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. George comes in for Bailey.
Trey Murphy.
And that one misses. Doris Riley's selective about it. Yusuf Nurkic has added a 3-pointer to his game.
I think if you're a big in the modern NBA, you understand that your game is always about adapting to what's next.
And listen, you have to be selective if you're just adding this element, but Yusuf Nurkic trying to evolve.
And here's New Orleans now. The Jazz making their last shot. And again, New Orleans no good. Here's George. Pass to Sensabaugh. Launches a three. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in the game. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Bay. Lays it up and banks it in. Bay's got 8.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Here's Sensabaugh. No points so far. George outside. Jacks up a 3. He buries it from 3.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And so it's DeJounte Murray making things happen for New Orleans. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. They've got Fears. Also, DeJounte Murray out there. Saddiq Bey out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Queen in at the 4. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Murray's shot is good.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Pass to Bailey. Back to George. Puts up a deep 3. And there's Bailey. That one's good. On the assist by George.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Jordan with a screen on George. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, we've seen that a time or two for Mr. DeAndre Jordan. Nice, easy finish with that dunk.
Murray against George. Pass to Sensabaugh. Nurkic a screen on Bay. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And so Murray will bring it up for the Pelicans. They've led by as many as 11. Bay passes to Queen. Outside Murray. The shot. And New Orleans getting another bucket right there.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
Utah has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the 4th. Now here's Filipowski. Filipowski sets a screen. George for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Queen's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Fears. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Already a solid passer. But you get the feeling Fears could even be better at this.
George outside. Filipowski pass to Bailey. George outside. Just 5 on the clock. And the jam by George.
This is why you select Keontae George. This guy is very capable of huge offensive nights.
Jordan with a screen on George. To the inside. And slam dunk by Jordan.
I'll tell you, delivering the basketball in tight spots is not easy, but he made it look that way.
George outside. To the paint. Here's Filipowski. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got assist number 7 tonight. For New Orleans, they've gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the 4th. Pass to Fears. On the wing, Murray lets the 3 fly. Sinks the tray. Murray's got 17 now, just in the second half.
When Murray is hitting from deep, it's huge because it helps open up this offense even more.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. He's checked in for Jordan. Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. Collier comes in for Sensabaugh. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's George. Just 5 to shoot. Utah with another miss. The Pelicans lead by 5. Murray passes to Queen. Outside Murray. Pass to Fears. The 3. The rebound by Filipowski. For Utah, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. And the layup is good off the glass.
Defensive pressure simply not enough to deter Kessler in that instance.
On the wing, Murray. Going inside, and he makes it on the layup. Murray's got 9 points in the quarter.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Now George. To the middle. Here's Filipowski. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Now here's Misi. Fears shot is off.
Boy, another miss, but you have to say to his teammates, great job. They have picked him up all evening long.
And finished off by Kessler.
Oh, Kessler off his feet in a hurry. The timing of the lob was perfect.
And here's Misi. And it's Murray off the drive. Oh, swiped away. And they're on the run. Ahead, here's George. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Utah.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. Needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
The Pelicans call timeout.
I'm looking for the loud section. If you get loud, you get Peter. So let's go! It's time!
Markkanen against May. Pass to Murray. Williamson outside. 5 to shoot. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
The Jazz have gotten 8 of 10 attempts in. Very productive here in the fourth. George against Murray. Pass to Kessler. Back to Markkanen. George outside. Fires the three. Markkanen misses. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. They've led by as many as 11.
Excellent work inside from Williamson. This is why he's so aggressive down there.
George passes to Markkanen. Back to George. Markkanen outside. Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Kessler. There's the three. Ooh, Markkanen confident from long range.
Well, nice job to capitalize right there in an instance where all you got to do is catch and shoot.
Outside Murray. Now here's Williamson. Picked by Misi. Fires for three. Rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. George outside. Markkanen inside. Bay's there, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Markkanen.
Boy, a turnover like that will have a coach just staring at his shoes, biting his tongue.
Fears, he's checked in for New Orleans. New Orleans has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Williamson with it. Pass to Fears. Picked by Misi. Puts up a three. Utah grabs the miss. Jackson's got rebound number 7 tonight. Mikhailuk, the pass to George. Here's Markkanen. Back to Jackson. Markkanen looking it over. Here's the three. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Look it!
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. It's a 1-point game. George sets a screen. Jacks up a three. Williamson with a rebound. New Orleans has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Cash it in!
That shows the composure this young man has. Fears getting some big points for his team.
Now Jackson. Outside George. He on the arc. 6 to shoot. No good.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Fears. Started by Markkanen. Outside Murray. Fires the three. Rebounded by Markkanen.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
George outside. From deep. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
There you go, Mr. Markkanen. Step up in a massive way when your team needs you.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Kessler with a rebound.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
Jackson on the wing. Covered by Williamson. Outside George. Now Jackson. Let's loose for three. That's off. 1:02 left in the final quarter. Now here's Misi. Now Williamson.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys.
Everybody's watching. Show us your best moves. You must have left your dancing shoes at home. Get down, you bad self.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the fourth.
The willingness to embrace the pressure, marketing, big-time delivery.
The Pelicans call timeout.
It's time to get loud for all our fans out there who want to get high with the Pelicans Hype Squad. Attention, everybody in the building, on your feet. It's the Pelicans Hype Squad.
Second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Murray! No good from three! To take the lead.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
Gets the first, and that gives him a lead. He can't sink it, and that was an important free throw.
He does enough to give them the lead. Every point critical here with the game in the balance.
The Pelicans call timeout. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for for a situation like this.
What you want is to create a clean, high percentage look, if that's at all possible.
Here's Spears. Outside Murray. Here's the floater. Ooh, it doesn't go. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the top.
Team foul. Shooting for Utah, George. 2 seconds.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 seconds.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
What composure at the line, forcing your opponent to look for the three-pointer now.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Lori, an impressive win tonight. What do victories like this tell you about where this team is headed?
It gives us confidence. We showed that if we play well and we play defense down the stretch, we can beat. And we've shown it. We can compete with anybody. We just got to do it for a full game.
Confidence is key down the stretch. Thanks, Lori.
All right. Thanks, Allie. That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Keontae George.
take a look at our starters for Sacramento. We've got Russell Westbrook, DeRozan out there with Keegan Murray, and it's Zach LaVine, and it's Sabonis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Golden State, Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Horford, and there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's DeAnthony Melton, and it's Curry in at the shooting guard position. You know, these two teams racked up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
And he's good on the three ball.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Outside DeRozan. Back to Westbrook. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Westbrook with a screen from Murray. Down low. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Murray.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now, here's Butler. Really played well against Houston in his last outing. Back to Melton. No good on the three. Here's Sacramento now. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in the Bay Area.
And they cruise to a big win in their last meeting, getting that opposing starter out of the game early with foul trouble.
Well, when you get a team starters in foul trouble, you make it difficult for them to establish any type of rhythm.
Pass to Melton. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. It's Curry outside. Sabonis grabs the board.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And here's Westbrook. And here's DeRozan, guarded by Curry. Fader on the way against Sacramento.
That's a great way to start. 3 for 3.
For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Rockets. Well, their pass to Melton. Porzingis kicks to Curry. To the paint. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
And he's really been working to get
back to Westbrook, beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, let's give a shout-out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
I just thought they looked focused all night long. At no point did they relax or take their foot off the gas.
Knocks down the three ball.
You can't have a better start than that, connecting on 4 of your first 5 field goal attempts.
Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie, as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The 5th head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always high in Sacramento.
The Warriors trail. Pass to Melton. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Horford kicks to Porzingis. Now, here's Melton. And a miss there on the triple. Inside, Melton with the steal. And finished off by Horford.
No chance to shut that one down. Horford's reach made that play unstoppable.
And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Kings. They'll come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
You have to take advantage of opportunities. That's exactly what they did, and really, that's all you can ask for.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the night. Free throw dropped for DeRozan.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both. Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages. But they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
Now DeRozan, after Jimmy Butler missed from long range. Clock at 6. Butler with the steal. There's the drive. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Well, he got downhill, and he was looking to attack the rim. Jimmy Butler, what a finish.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about DeMar DeRozan, specifically how you defend him from the mid-range. He said, quote, "It's tough because his footwork is so good. Our goal is to try to push him out farther and make him take threes if possible. And we'll live with those results. We'll see if their defense is up to the task at hand." Guys, back over to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Now Murray. After the missed three from Stephen Curry. Pass to Sabonis. His shot is good, making it a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Just like his dad in his time, DeMontis is polished and disciplined.
Melton passes to Butler. To the middle. That's good from Horford on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists in the game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Now here's Westbrook. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
Here's Westbrook. Takes the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Westbrook's got 5.
And this is big. I mean, when Westbrook is connecting from deep, it just opens everything else up for his offense.
Now here's Butler. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Trains the three-pointer.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
DeRozan with it. Headed by Porzingis. Outside Westbrook. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Westbrook against Melton. The kick outside to Butler. To Porzingis. The 3. Westbrook pulls it in. Kings have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Murray, the pass to Levine. Sabonis, a screen on Curry. Levine inside the three-point line. Kept alive by Sacramento. Sabonis, a screen on Curry. Levine, that's good. Levine's got his second basket of the game.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Porzingis. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for DeAnthony Melton. Then for the Kings, Malik Monk. He's checked in for Zach LaVine. And Hayes subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Now Green. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Green, the screen. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 6. Back to Pajemski. Butler from outside. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Hayes. Back to Monk. DeRozan against Butler. DeRozan's shot is off.
Now what a great look, but an even better contest. That's how you shut down the painted area.
Into his mid-30s, the veteran DeMar DeRozan holding up well, Greg.
And such a consistent presence for his team. DeMar plays at his own speed, and he has mastered the art of the mid-range.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now here's Hayes. Still yet to score. Pass to Sabonis. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And the Kings lead by 1.
Oh, great pass from Murray. I like whenever he looks to get his guys involved.
Outside, Horford. DeRozan against Butler. Basket good. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. He should have a good one.
Monk outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
To the right wing. Sabonis sets the pick for Hayes. To Monk. Connects from three-point range.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
And it's Butler missing.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Pass to Hayes. Here's Sabonis, guarded by Curry. Wide open look here for Murray. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter. Knows where to park himself and always ready to receive the pass.
Green deciding where to go with it. Here's Butler. A 3-ball. Nailed from three-point land. Butler's got 7.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Sabonis finds DeRozan. Back to Sabonis. And it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. Here's Curry. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
Wow, Curry putting on a clinic with his handle.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. DeRozan passes to Sabonis. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. He's got 8.
He has come out with a scorer's mentality. 4 of 5 to start. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
It's a tie game in the Bay Area. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And that's where their advantage is. Throw the ball inside, make it difficult for the defense to make some decisions.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. They've got Monk. Hunter is out there with Precious Achua. Then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Hayes in at the 1 spot. Now Monk, following the Porzingis miss from deep. Now, here's Achua. Not a lot of room. And then LaVine with the jam.
And there's a reason LaVine was a back-to-back champ at the slam dunk contest. He doesn't waste an opportunity to put on a show.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. The Warriors trailing. Pass to Curry. Porzingis with a screen on Monk. And here's Porzingis. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Porzingis has got 5 now. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
A while back and forth start, that's for sure.
Outside, LaVine. Fires the 3. A shot that time, not on target. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter. Mr. Porzingis shoots over Achua, and the Warriors take on 2 more.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness.
And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Zach LaVine is becoming a more rugged defender. He said, it takes a toll. I've always been in great shape, but you have to be strong, too. The mental side of it, digging deep and figuring out how to get it done and how much you want it. Now, I like taking on those challenges. Kevin, back to you.
You got it. Making the commitment. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. The Kings. Westbrook's checked in. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. LaVine finds Westbrook. Back to LaVine. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. LaVine's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And LaVine is a volume three-point shooter. Good to see him knock it down from deep.
Shoots a fader, and another basket for Golden State.
Yeah, he goes to the fadeaway right there. I think he thought the defense was a little bit closer.
And here's Westbrook. 5 points in the game. Hunter, a 3. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Melton feeling it out a bit. Pass to Green. Back to Melton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. for the three. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Westbrook dishes to Monk. Pulls it from 20. Draymond Green with the rebound.
Yeah, that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
Outside, Porzingis launches a 3. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Now here's Levine. 33 points last game. The layup's good off the glass. Levine's got 12 in the game.
Such a gifted scorer. When Levine is this locked in, the defense is in for a long night.
Pass to Podziemski. On the wing, Melton. Monk defending. Melton against Monk. Porzingis. He claims it as the shot clock ticks down. Porzingis has got the lead back up to 7 now for the Warriors. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
On the court, your big squad. It's T-shirt Bonanza. Make some noise.
Santos is checked in, and it's Jimmy Butler in for Moody. And then for Sacramento, Sabonis comes in for Hunter, and DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Monk. Westbrook finds Achua. Porzingis with the block.
And there was a time when Porzingis was good for several rejections at the rim like that per game. Most rookie scorers have learned that about him.
Now here's Butler. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. There's the triple. He's off on that one. Sacramento's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And it's DeRozan missing. The Warriors have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old-school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
Melton kicks to Curry. Porzingis sets the pick for Curry. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Butler. From downtown. Doesn't go either for Butler.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Here's Westbrook. And it's Melton with the rebound. Warriors leading by 6. Porzingis with a screen on DeRozan. Butler kicks to Porzingis. Misses the 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
DeRozan against Westbrook. Sabonis against the bucket.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That'll be the final game of this 5-game homestand. Porzingis with a screen on Westbrook. Curry from deep three-point land. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Bean passes to Westbrook. There's a screen by Achua. Count that one. Now just a 2-point Warrior lead.
Clever play call by Westbrook, making the right move at the right time to bust up the D and get that shot.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Checked in for Sacramento. Hayes comes in for Zach LaVine. The Warriors leading. Here's Melton. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Houston. Bullseye! Curry with a deep three.
He's picking up right where he left off from beyond the arc this quarter.
He's with it. Here's DeRozan. And Moody pulls it down.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Butler against Hunter. Butler making it happen inside.
Well, that's why his teammates look to get him down on the block. It is clear how confident he is down there.
DeRozan passes to Hunter. Back to DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Butler. Rebound by the Kings. Sabonis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Sabonis sets the pick for DeRozan. Pass to Hayes. This one for 3. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Curry passes to Santos. Outside Butler. It's stolen by DeRozan. Inside. And Butler sends it back.
Well, he is known as a lockdown defender, but Butler can also make plays on the ball.
Moody with it, guarded by Hunter. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
Here's Curry, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Back to Curry. Here's the 3. Hunter grabs the miss. The Kings trail by 8. Hayes the pass to Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And loving the aggression from Sabonis. Going right up for the dunk there. Nice.
Elton kicks the bucket. Butler loves the three-point look.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Now DeRozan. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Clippers. Sabonis sets the pick for Hayes. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Shots good by Butler.
And if Butler gets going, he is not going to let up. He will continue to attack over and over again.
Now here's DeRozan. He's got 6. The Warriors pull it in. Butler's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
That one drops for him.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here's DeRozan. Down low. It's been all about... Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Thank you. Well, Coach Kerr, what did you like about the way your guys have started this game off?
Well, I like the way we defended without fouling so we could get our flow. And guys just came in and made some big ones, and our offense got going.
The defense was disciplined. Thanks, Coach.
Willie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Hey, everybody. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
Well, looking at the Warriors, they've had a drop-off that I don't think anybody predicted. Came into the season with high hopes. The chemistry just hasn't been there from the beginning. It's a disappointing year.
And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Sacramento Kings.
They've done some good things. I mean, they've also let those other guys get comfortable at the offensive end.
Yeah, Lazy D, they'll need to play with much higher energy in the second half.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Curry has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
Butler out there with Porzingis. Then there's Horford. Oh, he flew in there. Wow.
And over the years, Levine has put on the muscle, which helps him on those challenging finishes at the rim.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. Warriors leading by 9. And now Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Curry.
And again for three.
And his flame blowing continues. He's having a season for the ages.
And he's approaching the 4th most three-point makes in a season. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Pass to Levine. Sabonis' screen on Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Levine's shot is on. The Warriors shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Here's Butler. He can't get that one to fall. Murray with the defensive effort. To the paint, wants to get it to DeRozan and does. Porzingis with the block.
And with that 7'6" wingspan, Porzingis has always been a big-time shot blocker.
Butler passes to Curry. Butler sets a screen for Curry. On the arc. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Levine, the bounce pass. Westbrook wide open. He fires. Again, the miss by the King.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Melton passes to Horford. Yep, that one goes. Horford's got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors.
A remarkable interior presence. Horford's a veteran who still has those polished post moves.
Levine. Sabonis. And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
Defensive foul.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
Free throw good. Sabonis.
And with multiple rebounding titles, Domantas Sabonis is a guy you expect to put a double-double up most nights. That is so valuable for this team.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
Guys, he's done a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
About 18 points per, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, his production is crucial to this team. They've sort of built around him, and it's why so many things are run through him.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to DeRozan. Levine against Curry. Levine, that's good.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
And here is Butler. 18 points for him. Curry outside. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got assist number 7 for him tonight. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Down by 15. To the wing on the left. The shot by Westbrook. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Curry kicks to Porzingis. Here's Melton. Off target with his 3. The Kings trail by 15. So, Tim, let me put you in a different hand. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense, and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys, to me, are the ones that can help lead you to the promised land.
Well, that sounds like a good blueprint. First free throw is good. Both free throws good from DeRozan.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pass to Melton. Latrey. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Good on the bucket. Westbrook's got 9.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Curry. Butler against Murray. Butler, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Murray, the pass to Sabonis. And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
And passing has been an important part of Murray's development as a player.
Melton kicks to Curry. Back to Melton. Pass to Curry. Fires the 3. Curry nails the triple.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Let's now give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
You know what to do. Show us
We get a chance to check out some stats for Keegan Murray. The Kings trail by 12. Westbrook passes to DeRozan. Sabonis' screen on Porzingis. Puts it up from 12. Contends shot, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain
the line for the Kings.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
And I've also been very impressed with their ball movement. It has led to better shots. The offense overall has had a great rhythm.
And like his dad back in the day, DeMontis has an innate ability to process and make quick decisions.
And they pick up two. Porzingis has got 18 points.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Levine wide open. The three-pointer no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the dunk by Horford.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
Murray kicks to Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. The three, Sabonis. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 5 assists tonight.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Horford finds Porzingis. Now, here's Melton. Pass to Buck. Horford with the screen on Westbrook. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. His three-pointer's off the mark.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Murray, the pass to DeRozan. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Horford's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Butler. Pass to Porzingis. Over Levine. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 9 assists now tonight. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Sacramento.
Level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
Curry gets the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Westbrook kicks to Levine. Puts up a deep three. Porzingis with the rebound.
Well, he was shooting the ball from deep in the first half, but he's come up dry ever since.
Back to Melton. Here's Horford. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Horford's got 6 here in this quarter.
He has yet to miss a single shot. What a night he's having.
Outside, Levine. Pass to Sabonis. Now Westbrook from outside the arc. The Warriors pull it in. Porzingis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
DeRozan on the wing. He's guarded by Melton. Back to DeRozan. For 3, Levine. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Levine's got 9 points here in the second half. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Moody comes in for Jimmy Butler, and it's Brandon Podziemski in for DeAnthony Melton. And then for Sacramento, Achua, he's checked in for Sabonis. Hunter comes in for Murray, and Hayes subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Podziemski, still scoreless. Green passes to Porzingis. Shoots over Achua. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Green.
And the soft touch for a guy Porzingis' size. He shoots it so well from the mid-range.
Pass to Hayes. It's stolen by Green.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
From downtown, drills the three-pointer. Podziemski's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
5 to shoot. Here's DeRozan. And Moody pulls it down.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Here's Podziemski. Rebound collected by Levine.
That's great shot selection, just poor execution. If you're going to take those mid-range shots, you've got to knock them down.
Hunter finds Achua. Out to DeRozan. A floater. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
The Kings trail by 20. On the wing, Levine. To halt the run. Good on the three-point shot. Levine's got 12 now in this quarter.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 34.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Outside, Levine shoots over Curry. Levine's shot is off.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors taking a 19-point lead into the break. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
All right, great pace, great energy. Keep throwing the ball ahead. You guys are just making the simple pass. That's good stuff.
Urging his team quite clearly to keep pushing the break.
And Kevin, Coach Kerr loves the energy right now. He's all about having the pace in his favor.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the floor for Sacramento, they've got Sabonis. Russell Westbrook out there with Monk. Then there's Achua. And it's Hunter in at the small forward spot.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Elton kicks to Butler. Three-pointer. A three-pointer's right on target. Butler's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Warriors. Bounce pass for Westbrook. Butler against Hunter. Shot clock at 6. Back to Westbrook from deep. And Santos pulls it down. Warriors leading by 22. On the wing, Melton. To the inside. Here's Butler. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Butler's got 5 points now this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Outside Westbrook, but no one around him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Pass to Pajemski. Butler with the ball. Shoots over Achua. And it's Butler missing.
Well, that's a shot he should make a majority of the time.
Hunter against Butler. On for 3. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Melton. Oh, good with the triple.
It's just not his night from the 3. But this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
Down low. Here's Sabonis. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
And it goes on Draymond Green.
Just too much D that time. Sabonis wreaking havoc inside.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys, like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there, reclining fully right next to you.
Westbrook passes to Hayes. There's a screen by Achua. Now here's Hayes. He's defended by Pajemski. Hayes, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And it's Pajemski in the corner. Pass to Green. Golden State moving it around. Top of the key, Butler. Here's Melton. Here's Santos. Now Melton. Now Pajemski. Covered by Hayes. Three-pointer. Butler. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls. But overall, I think our officials do a great job. And the game is about as fair as it can be.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away.
Attention fans, now on the court, your high squad. Get loud, hear it. T-shirt time!
Here's Curry. Pass to Melton for the three. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Sacramento. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
Good job by Levine fighting for that position.
Outside, Porzingis. And here's Melton. A three ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Melton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Pass to DeRozan. And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
Moody the pass to Horford. Now, here's Moody. It's Curry outside. Drills it from outside. Curry's got 37.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
So here's Westbrook. Inside, here's Murray. Kick out to Levine. Inside Curry. Screen by Porzingis. The shot by Curry, no good. Sacramento's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Goes up the baseline. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Porzingis. Outside for Curry. From outside, off the mark.
He created the opening, he got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss was just on him.
Kept alive. Outside Levine. The three. No good on the shot. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Curry finds Melton. Outside, Porzingis. Count it. Porzingis has got 26.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside. Able to practically play on top of the D.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Bean passes to Westbrook. Over Curry. Again, the miss by the Kings.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
To the paint, Porzingis, and the shot is good. Porzingis has got 4 points this quarter.
And bringing the aggression and the energy, two things you like to see from Porzingis.
This seems to be an era, Tim, of parity in the NBA, but some say there has been a lack of rivalries as well, kind of a culprit.
Well, I think it's tough to have rivalries as often now because you need some sort of a history in the postseason, and I just don't think we've had it. Kevin, also, I think it's because some of the stars have changed teams as frequently as they have, makes those rivalries less likely.
Can you think of the last real rivalry we've had in the postseason, even going to the finals?
I think it has to be Steph's Golden State Warriors and LeBron's Cleveland Cavaliers, 4 straight finals appearances.
5 on the clock. To end the cold streak, the Warriors pull it in.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
To the middle. That shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. Pass to Moody. To the paint. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got 14 points now in the second half. And here are the Kings now. Westbrook surveying the D. Outside, Levine.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Just 2 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. You know, Jim, you hear some players now feeling they're being unfairly criticized. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I do believe it can get personal at times, but listen, if you are in this league, I think it helps to have thick skin because you are going to be criticized from time to time.
But players do pay attention, don't they? They know what's being said and written.
They pay a lot more attention than they let on, Kevin, believe me. And if they're not listening, somebody in their inner circle is. I promise you that.
Here's Porzingis. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got rebound number 13 with that last one.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
Really a big-time win for these guys. They've lost their first 2 games of the year to this team, so they won't be in danger of getting swept when they meet for the 4th time.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Porzingis.
And when he's dominant on the glass, his team benefits in so many ways. He took a lot of pressure off of his teammates tonight.
Yeah, Sabonis is a highlight reel, a walking double-double on the floor.
And so here is Golden State. Pass to Podziemski. Now here's Porzingis, defended by Sabonis. Back to Podziemski, Baden outside. Sinks the triple.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
Curry against Levine. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And it's Westbrook missing. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps. And the execution was flawless.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Jimmy, let's talk about defense. What clicked for you down the stretch?
We was locked in on our schemes. I think we did a great job of our rotation and our second effort. But all in all, man, we executed on both ends in the 4th quarter.
It takes everybody. Thanks, Jimmy.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.